Hey friends, happy Saturday, the 2nd of December. It's nice to be with you. I'm Father Bill Hill, priest at Holy Spirit Catholic Community in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I will share with you a reflection on the daily readings. I invite you to turn off, when I'm done, to read the readings prayerfully. They're linked down below, and then to turn off the screen. Spend some time with God before you move on to other things. It's the last day of Ordinary Time. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, we roll into the first Sunday of Advent. Perhaps, I know that this is not the time that we generally reflect on the last year. That's generally, December 31 and January 1. But the year of grace, 2023, comes to a close. Perhaps we spend a little bit of time reflecting on what God has done in our life over the course of this last year. Okay, Daniel and Luke's Gospel, the end of the public ministry of Jesus. Daniel's Gospel is very similar to yesterday. Daniel is anguished and tormented about the vision that he has of the kingdoms that he sees, but especially it's the last one that gives him particular pause. And this is the reign of King Antiochus Epiphanes IV, the Greek king who promotes Hellenization and attempts to root out Jewish customs and culture and religious practice. We saw this more directly in the book of Maccabees last week. This King Antiochus Epiphanes IV is the horn who speaks arrogantly in yesterday's first reading and then today's first reading. And Daniel is comforted that God is going to take care even of this king, this arrogant horn that speaks blasphemously. There will be a time of persecution, and this one will do terrible things. He shall speak against the Most High, oppress the holy ones of the Most High, thinking to change the feast days and the law. They shall be handed over to him for a year, 2 years, and half a year, 3.5 years. You know that 7 is the number of perfection in Jewish thought. 3.5, half of that is the summation of everything that's imperfect. So of course, persecution and violation would happen for 3.5 years. But then the kingship and the majesty and the dominion of all the kingdoms under the heavens shall be given to the holy people of the Most High. That kingdom shall be everlasting. All dominion shall serve and obey him. So yes, bad stuff happens in this world, but ultimately, God is in charge. And that's the message at the heart of Daniel, is even in times of persecution and distress and tribulation, to hold fast to what God is doing and to trust, even in distress, that God is in charge. Jesus is a little bit more direct in the gospel, telling his disciples what they need to do in this present age, right? And he gives 2 extremes. Beware of carousing and drunkenness and just the pleasures of the present age that can distract us. Carousing and drunkenness and the anxieties of daily life. And I think of that as the to-do list, right? All of the things that can distract us. Because those are both ways that the days can catch you like a trap. But be vigilant at all times. Have the eyes of your heart. Have a spiritual life that's ongoing, that knows that God is taking care of things. And pray that you have the strength to escape the tribulation that are imminent and to stand before the Son of Man. Pray for Christian strength to avoid temptation, to avoid the distractions, the distress, all of the challenges, and instead to have the strength to live for God this day and every day. So pray for vigilance, pray for strength. Seems like good advice to me. Read the readings prayerfully, turn off the screen, spend some time with God. God bless y'all.